Hey, y'all get in here. Get in here, get in here, get in here. Listen, I know it's not the right time of day for us to be in here talking and gossiping. I know it ain't the right time, but we in here to do it anyway. Listen, I wanted to go live yesterday when Porsha started, but I'm glad I waited. Because now Kelli up here responding. And honey, we got to talk about a couple things. Hey Jackie, thank you, sis. Listen, we got to talk about a few things. These women done lost their mind. Porsha in here talking about teach the Hobbits, Lord. Reposting stuff with teeth on it. We got Kelli talking about Africans. I said, the hell going on? Then we're going to have a quick little talk, little, chill chat about Riley on that show, the Next Gen NYC. I'm not going to watch that show because I don't want to be triggered. But y'all, Riley up here. Hey, Cat. Hey, Aries son. They in the vertical, y'all. They going to come over to the regular. But Riley on the show, putting them clear people cheering in their place. Folks is upset. Hey, Anjanetta. They upset. Oh, she shouldn't be saying that. Oh, no. She got every right to, because they were saying all that stuff. Y'all remember all the stuff them children was saying to Riley and how they was treating that girl last year? They was all sour and bitter and stuff because she ain't broke. I feel perfectly fine about the way Riley acted, and we're gonna talk about that. We definitely gonna talk about Phaedra's interview on that podcast because she had a couple things to say, and the fans on Twitter, we're gonna talk about them too, because baby, they are in there like they knucking and bucking and ready to fight, like they doing all that in Twitter. So we're gonna talk about that, honey. They ripping Shamia's narratives to shreds. They posting receipts. It's a shame. It's a shame. So let me greet who's here. I got the vertical running as usual because, in case they don't send out our notifications, they usually don't. And so when I go live, especially times like this, when it's not my normal time to go live, I miss a lot of folks. And listen, y'all, check y'all's memberships because, they be snatching crowns. Diva 2, they took yours. Dr. J, they done took your crown. Y'all know they snatching crowns. So make sure y'all double check your stuff, okay? Esme. Hi, Esme. So let me greet who's in our regular chat. DS says she's going to be home shortly. Okay, don't be texting while you driving, girl. I don't want to see you in the news. Okay? Belicious. Happy Friday, everybody. Oh, and I hope y'all see the birthday message we got pinned to the top of the chat. It's our girl, Lulu's little girl. It's her birthday. It's her birthday. Hey, sis, happy birthday to you. We love you and mama. They over at the beach. They chilling. So hopefully she rolled through and kick it with us. If not, the birthday message is there. Y'all know the Cash App is the royal family's tradition. That is our way of pinning that good dollar to the shirt. And you may see other channels on YouTube copy it, but y'all know who started it. We are the originators, and they never duplicate us. Not properly anyway. But yeah, so y'all show some love to our girl, Lulu's little girl. It is her birthday. I'm going to say she turning 21. Hey, Connie Johnson. Who is this person talking about? What's your name, girl? Who you calling girl? Okay, happy Friday, Belicious girl. Thank you for being like number 3. Miss Niecy, she hit the button at the same time. Hey, boo, happy Friday, TGIF to you. All right. The Lauren Brown is number 4. Linnell Sala, hello, ma'am. Thank you for being number 10. My beautiful sister, Jackie Gaines is here. We always happy when Jackie can make it, honey. Jackie be busy, on the go, ripping and running, appointments, all type of stuff. But we always happy when she can come hang with us. I appreciate you. Thank you for being number 6. Happy to be happy. Y'all happy to be happy sent me some pens. Y'all know I love a good pen. I cannot wait to break into those pens and get to doing what I do. Thank you so much. Happy to be happy for sending me pens. Y'all know I love pen and a notebook. That is the happiest, that's like the happiest I can be, is to get pens and notebooks. I'd be so excited because I'm always writing notes. That's okay. I forgive you, Esme. But yeah, let's not do each other like that. My name is the channel. The name of the channel is my name. I don't use fake names. I use the name my mama gave me. Happy to be happy. Number 5. I appreciate you. Y'all come on in and get comfortable. Political Junkie. Hey, Sharon. Thank you for being number 7, boo. Thank you. Thank you. There's our birthday message. You're welcome. All right. Y'all come through. Makeup artist, makeup addict is in the house. How you doing? Yep, we live, girl. Make sure you hit the like button. Y'all put your like number in the chat. Please don't make me beg for likes. I have not been able to play the like lottery in a very long time because people won't hit the like button. Auntie Eva, thank you for being like number 10. I appreciate you. Miss Lovely T is in the house. Thank you for being number 12. Uh-oh, Nikki B. Is that Nikki B? Magaline Lamar, my good sis, is in the vertical. She's number 3. Dr. J, Dr. Jan 84. How you doing, boo? Happy Friday. Symmetry. Hey, boo. Thank you for being number 11. My girl Teresa is number 13. She also has the name of my favorite cousin. All right. Creeby is 16. How you doing, boo? Anna Banana. Hey, love. Thank you for being number 21. Miss Sparkle is here, y'all. Our resident Mary Kay lady is in the house. You know what it is. Hey, D 0101. Thank you for being number 24. Quiet Storm 87 is here. Listen, Quiet Storm put y'all on to something day before last. The hookup on the Kroger with DoorDash. I don't know if it's still active. Is it still active, Quiet Storm? Because DoorDash had a special with Kroger where you spend $100 and they take $50 off. And I hope y'all was in Discord so you can know about it and get your piece of the pie. This is why I tell y'all to be in Discord, because we don't just gossip. We let you know when it's a sale, it's a deal, or anything going on. Okay. Thank you so much, sis. DS is number 24 as well. All right. Don't worry. I will get revenge for you. Oh, no. The pin message is still there. You can't take a pin message down, baby. That's why I pinned it. It's still there. It's still there. GG. Hey, you always be in the comments. I'm so happy you kicking it with us today. All right. Well, happy early birthday to you, Brooklyn Queen. For you is like number 28. All right. Y'all come on in and get comfortable. I can't believe these women, girl. Delicia, thank you for being number 3. Good to see you, Delicia. Hello, I am you, OO in the vertical. Brian, thank you for being number 34. Listen, I couldn't believe it. Y'all not watching that Next Gen NYC show either. I don't want to watch that, because that's a young girl, and I just don't like the way they treat her and talk to her, and I don't like it. I think they're angry because she's black and wealthy. I think her being black and wealthy is plucking their nerves. And the fact that she's not biracial and she's not from another country. She's a black American girl and she's got her black American mama's wealth. And I think it's triggering some people. Shonda, thank you for being number 33. Diva Tood is 38. I appreciate you. Hey, Shay Pro. Darnell Jenkins, you got one of my other favorite cousins' names. How you doing, Darnell? Thank you for being number 57. Adrian Marie is 38. I appreciate you. You have a wonderful day too. I am you. So listen, y'all come on in. Kimberly Day. Hey, Kimberly. How you doing, baby? Hit that like button. Yeah, you got to double check, girl, because they will steal y'all's crowns. When it's time to renew your memberships, they just won't renew it. They'll just snatch it back. And thank y'all for sending birthday greetings to Lulu's little girl. I appreciate that. All right. Vintage. Hey, Vintage. How you doing? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Now, also, don't forget your engagement button on the bottom right-hand side. It's a circle with the heart emoji. Send up my bubbles. Hit any emoji you want. I love a bubble. I appreciate them. That's our engagement. So please send them. Y'all know I am sensitive. Hey, Anjanetta Porter. Lee. Hi, Lee. How are you? All the way from South Africa. All right. Well, come through, Lee. You better represent. Y'all going through a lot over there, restructuring stuff. And we support you, baby. We support you. You got lots of love and support from your foundational Black American counterparts in the U.S. We support you. Y'all can do it. You're wonderful. And God bless you. Okay. Natoya Gabble. That's right, y'all. Hit the bell, hit the notification. You had to reset it. Well, I'm so glad you did, and I'm glad you're here. All right. Come on through. Super. How you doing? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Anybody who's here for the first time, like this lovely, lovely lady, Miss Donna Ferg, make sure y'all let us know so that we can welcome you personally and individually, because we happy to have you here. I need y'all to spam the chat with the word welcome for Donna Ferg. Michelle Montague, how you doing, sis? Make sure you hit that like button. I'm so glad to see you. All right. Tracy Lashley. Hey, Tracy. I am you. You're new too. Welcome, honey. You're in the vertical. Come over to the regular one so we can welcome you. So what I'm going to do, the vertical chat, which is over here. If I'm looking at you here, you're in the vertical. I'm going to end this live. When I do, the icon for the channel is going to tell you that I'm still live. If you tap it, it will bring you to our regular chat, and we will be happy to receive you over there. Okay. So let me end it, and we'll see you on the inside. Y'all over here, don't move. You're in the right place. Okay. All right. Tracy Lashley in the house. Yep. Y'all, please welcome Donna Ferg. Let's spam the chat with the word welcome. I'm so glad that we all are here. Miss Thelma, hey boo. Thank you for being 66. Yep. And also, as I finish up the housekeeping, remember, if you must use bad words or cuss words in my chat, misspell your cuss words. Welcome all new folks. If you see somebody you ain't seen in a while, tell them welcome back. Tell them you're glad to see them. Everybody deserves to feel welcome. Nobody should feel tolerated, because we don't do that over here. Make sure you respect your moderators, each other in the chat, and respect your host, because I'm going to be kind to you. Just talk to me nice. And remember, no disrespect, bickering, or arguing of any kind is allowed on my channel. We don't do that. And remember, your faith may not be someone else's, and vice versa. Let's agree to disagree respectfully. All right, let's do that. All right, I like it. And remember, this is the disclaimer. Your host don't like none of them. So if you hear your fave getting dragged, don't think, oh, she doing that because she like the other. I don't like any of them. Okay, and I've made that abundantly clear, and it hasn't changed. Black Smile, thank you for being number 54. Special K 4645, how you doing? I'm so glad to see you. And anybody who's new, please let us know in the chat. Indicate that you're new by letting us know it's your first time. You can put first time or FTL for first time live, so we can welcome you personally and individually, because we are indeed happy to have you here. All right. Say Candace Dillard, you love Candace Dillard and her mama Dorothy. I love her mama. I'm just starting to like Candace. Actually, I was just starting to like Candace right before she got off the show. Because y'all know I wasn't fond of Candace. I wasn't fond of Secret Squirrel. But she started to grow on me a little bit. Just a smidge. But I love her mama. I love Dorothy. Dorothy's my kind of girl. Dorothy's absolutely my kind of girl. Hey, Bab. You 60 or 70, whichever one. I want to thank you. Lee, thank you for sending birthday greetings. Angie is here, the hardest working lady in Miami-Dade County, Florida. She is listening and no doubt working, because my sister always working. Vintage is at work, and she's number 54. Pisces B. Hey, boo, and thank you for sending birthday greetings to Lulu's little girl. I appreciate you, all of you. And let's get ready to dig in. Blessed by God. I don't want to miss you. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she lovely? Thank you for being number 67. And I want to say thank you to all the beautiful ladies who are on this channel. My good sis, Fly Gray Streak, another beautiful lady. I love her so dearly. Y'all just don't know. Thank you for being number 70. Tish is here. Okay, see, Brian still love me. He still love me. Brian say he loved me, and I drag Porsha all the time, every chance I get. By her very beautiful edges. I sure will. And her lovely wigs. I want me one of them wigs too. I do want me one of them wigs. Because as y'all know, even though I may dislike these people, they are still Black women. So I will support any business they have that I can support. Now, I can't support the stuff Candy do with the nasty stuff, the nasty toys. But if I was in Atlanta, I would go in one of them restaurants and order a soda or something. I wouldn't order no food. You know, we heard about what happens at the Bullets and Biscuits, but I would go in and patronize because I do believe in supporting businesses. And unlike a lot of people, I was not happy to see Kenya's business go under. Don't care for Kenya when it comes to very much at all, but that is a Black woman raising a little Black baby. So if there was any way that I could have gone to her salon, I would have let them wash my hair, something. I could do something. You know what I'm saying? So I do like to see them do well. When I say dislike them, it's not personal. You know what I mean? I dislike what they show us on the screen, like, because that's all we see is what's on the screen, right? And that's how we should keep it. The Lauren Brown sent me a cash app. I love my sis. I love my sissy. Let me send a heart back. I love Lauren. Lauren think about me sometime when I don't be thinking about myself, and I appreciate it. It's Tish. You got me on 2 devices. I know that's right. So y'all come on in and get comfortable, honey. You just turned 61 on Sunday. Ain't he good? Mm-hmm. That's right. Too old to be claiming to have a favorite. You better say it again. But listen, happy belated birthday. May the Lord forever bless and keep you. May he give you the desires of your heart. And I pray that you are just as beautiful as you were at 31 and 21. Okay. And I pray that you here to see 62 next year and 63 the year after. Long life to you, sis. KP Gill, our girl Queena. Hey, boo. Thank you for being 74. So look, I think we can get into it. Shine bright up in here. Hey now. Sweet Tea Talks. How y'all doing? Make sure y'all hit that like button for me and put your like number in the chat. We can't play the like lottery if y'all don't hit the button. Party Capricorn, how you doing? What business was up to go under? Which business was up to go under? What we talking about? What business? We talking about? Are you talking about Kenya's salon? Because I think that ship has sailed. I didn't want it to be the situation, but I think that's what happened. What business are you talking about? I can tell that them wigs Porsha sell is good hair. Now, I don't wear a lot of wigs because y'all know I get hot. The baby put me some plaits in, and these are hot, you know, but I get some air still to my head. You know, I can still get air to my scalp. I don't know, you know, like wintertime, I could probably bust me a wig wintertime. I could do it then. Pisces B, thank you for being number 83. Yeah, Kenya's business is gone. It's gone. It's gone. Unfortunately, you know, I'm sure she'll resurface because, you know, she's still resilient. She's not a dumb lady. You know, she ain't the brightest, but she ain't stupid either. She gonna come on back around with something else. You should. Let's normalize supporting Black American women's businesses. Let's normalize that at all costs. I don't care if you don't like their TV persona or whatever. Let's normalize supporting Black American businesses. Part of Capricorn said, you said that you hated to see it go under. So I was saying, was it up? Yeah, it's not up to go under. It's under. Unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can tell that's good hair. And, you know, she sell them sheets. So if y'all need them sheets, you know, get them sheets. Ain't nothing like them sheets. Dana Scott, my second supporter the whole day. Dana, thank you for the cash out. Let me send a heart back. Thank you, Dana. Said cute Bob with the curly locks would look cute for you. You're gonna post a pics in the discourse. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I haven't worn short hair in a while because, you know, my face is so fat, and you know I got that dysmorphia. So some days my face look real big to me. But I might try a little Bob situation. I might try it out. Hey, girl, thank you for being number 80. You've been at work. Cassandra Azika, good to see you, baby. SDL 4208. Baby, when y'all got these letters and the numbers, you trip auntie up. But thank you for being here, and thank you for being like number 89. So look. Thank you. All right. So listen, let's get into what's going on. First of all, these women crazy. Let me show y'all what's going on. So y'all remember Sunday during the episode. Hold on. I'm about to do something different because the sunlight is the sunlight behind me bothering y'all. If so, I can turn myself a whole nother way. Let me know in the chat. If it is, I can turn another way. I just always sit the same way because I'm a creature of habit, but I can turn another way. I can go to somewhere else, anything if it's bothering you. Quiet Storm, you say it's fine? Okay. All right. Cool. I figured I better ask. But look, so y'all remember Sunday, Phaedra was in there clowning. You know what I'm saying? It got me glowing. I got a halo. DV, thank you for being 96. Belicious is here. Hey, Belicious, hit the like button, girl. Glad to see you. So on Sunday, Phaedra was clowning. And hey, Rachel, the sweetest thing, thank you for being 94. She was clowning in the confessional, right? Hazeline. And in the confessional, that fool said what we were all thinking. Your priorities is messed up. So Phaedra reposted the clip of her saying it. I'm going to play the audio because I don't think we can get in trouble with Bravo. Bravo has only popped me one time for audio. So I believe I can get away with it. And if I can't, then I'll find that out then. Okay?
I am going to be smart enough to say, just give me some Crest whitening strips and give me the $69,972 for my bills. A man comes to me offering me teeth when I actually need money to pay my bills. I am going to be smart enough to say, just give me some Crest whitening strips and give me the $69,972 for my bills.
So Phaedra reposted that clip. Hey, Miss Gardner, thank you for being 97, girl. You and Dana Brown, I appreciate you. So she posted that. I thought it was hilarious when she said it. So it was definitely funny for her to play the clip back because she knew she was being funny, but being real when she said it. And it don't make no sense. That's why I don't believe that man gave her no $70,000 for no teeth. And I'm gonna go y'all one further. That was a stupid lie to tell. That was a very stupid lie to tell. Yeah. Belicious say so. Phaedra is Kelly's lawyer, and she doing interviews calling Phaedra a fraud. I hope Phaedra charging her ungrateful behind. No, she didn't charge her. She didn't charge her. She should have charged her. She should have because she is ungrateful. Kelly's a nasty creature. Kelly's a nasty little something. I saw that last year with Britt Edie, to be honest with you, and I also, see it now. You can see personalities. Now, Britt Edie was not on the side of the Angels last year because the way she was doing Kelly was kind of messed up too. But Kelly ain't no nice person. So Phaedra helped her, I think, because Kelly's situation touched Phaedra, and I think it kind of hit her in her tender spot. Like, I done been through this, so let me help her type thing. But Phaedra ain't had no business helping that girl. That girl don't even like you. She done called you all kind of names and everything. What you helping her for? Kelly went to the same dentist as King Harris. Hey, DS, go check the reflection corner for me. Make sure it's open. All the chairs lined up. And the snacks are out. Okay? I got my snacks. I got gummy Skittles. Would y'all have some? Yeah, make sure the snacks are out. Teresa say, makes sense coming from Phaedra. I think Shamia and Kelly came up with that fake lie. I think so too. And it was stupid because you trying so hard to let me just make notes of what I'm thinking in the moment so I don't lose track of what I'm thinking. Okay. Why that lie? Can we talk about why that lie after we get into what went on? Hey, VJ, you didn't get your notification, girl. Oh, no. Thank you for being 101. Yeah, I don't believe that. I believe that was a very stupid lie to tell. And don't y'all let me forget. I wrote the note down to remind myself, but don't y'all let me forget to talk about why tell that particular lie. Ain't nobody paid for them little chiclets. It was free promotion. It looked free. It looked free. Miss Thelma said, I don't believe he gave her that kind of money. She's stupid when she need money to pay her bills and a place to live. Amen, somebody. Okay, listen, I got you. I'll give you some of them. I will give you some of them. Lauren Brown said, I think the reason why Kelly's husband ain't want to pay child support is because he knew she wouldn't use it appropriately. As you can see, she bad with money. But that could be what he thinking, Lauren. But there's no excuse for a man not to take care of his children. I don't care what you think of the mama, because at the end of the day, you chose that woman. And we need to have these conversations within the community to these men. You chose that woman. If she's a rotten son of a gun, you chose a rotten son of a gun to be them children mama. The children did not choose their mother, so they should not do without support because you chose a bad woman. Take care of your children, man. And you had your 4 cookies. Here's our birthday girl. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Girl, we in here celebrating you because it's your birthday. How you doing, sis? We love you. Yeah. She wanted to pretend she had a love interest, but I think it's deeper than that. I think it's deeper than that. So when Phaedra posted the clip from Sunday where she said, your priorities messed up. A man offering you teeth when he know you need bills paid is a hot mess. Not Shamia trafficking. Don't say the girl trafficking. Come on now. Hey, AP, what's happening, baby? Hit the like button. And then Kimberly says they lied about it when Porsha accused her of sleeping with a married man. It was that's one reason, but we're gonna get into the rest of it. Y'all know I like to go deep. I like to go deep. And we're gonna go deep. Yep, trying to offset sleeping with the preacher. Mm-hmm. Hey, DS, we got your first guest to hang out with you in the reflection corner. Because, see, I would say we're not going to do this, but clearly we're going to do this today. This is where y'all going, not teeth for tushy. Teeth for tushy. This what we going? DS, come get her. Party Capricorn. Come get her. This negress said teeth for tushy. They said she in the airport on promo for that dentist office. Oh, yeah, that's what happened. But we got to talk about why I tell that lie. I don't know why all these freshly divorced housewives are always rushing to get a new man. Can we normalize enjoying the single phase? Because now they all hire men or they imaginary. Right. Well, what we got to do first is normalize the fact that it's okay not to be around a man, not to be with a man, and stop bothering these young girls because they don't want one. Because long as people keep putting the pressure on women to be with a man, marry a man, get with a man, you ain't got no man, people gonna keep doing this stuff. DT, hey boo, happy Friday, we love you. All right. DB says, yes ma'am, I told my son that after his divorce, you must take care of your children. I know that's right. I know that's right. Take care of your children. I don't care if you don't like that woman. I don't care if she irresponsible. You should have got one that was responsible. That's what you should have did. Take care of your children. Or as we say, children. And your children. Or as mama and them used to say, children. Take care of your children. Okay? Miss Thelma say Kelli want people to think her honey pot is all that, but it's probably a vinegar. Vinegar. Hey, DS, we got another one. Miss Thelma, I need you to get Miss Thelma and Party Capricorn. Take them both in there with you. Both of these ladies got a 21-second violation. A vinegar pot, ma'am. Cavities for coochie. Take DT too. That's a 25-second violation. So Porsha was wrong for getting Simon House, but Kelli not wrong for getting teeth. First of all, he bought that when he was with her and put it in the prenup. I'd be so tired of people going on and on about the girl signing a prenup and enforcing it. Hello, why don't you have one? Why didn't you get one? Why didn't you look out for your interest in the paperwork? How come? That's right, DS. Get them. Corner crowded as hell. Get them. So look, anyway, so after she posted that, here come Porsha talking about with the emoji, tooth plus tooth equals $0. Let me just screenshot this. Kyle them over there at Neighborhood Talk put it all in one picture, so that makes my life a lot easier. Okay, because this is out of control and it needs to stop. So then she gonna say, Porsha Messy Tail gonna say, teach the Hobbits. Teach the Hobbits. Thank you for falling out the bushes, honey. Welcome. How do you say this? Indigo child. Indigo Child TV, welcome. If I'm saying it wrong, let Auntie know, okay? Puss for Platt. That is a 31-second violation. DS, come get Vintage. She don't even be around that much. Thank you for putting her in jail. I didn't even have to get you. She came to get you. You see that? I didn't even have to send for her. Hey, Antoinette. Porsha need the reflection corner too. She needed to. Everybody out of control today. I don't understand what the hell going on. So that happened last night. Why, when I get my black behind up today, managed to get online, because it take me a while. You know, I'm like Dolly Parton with 9 to 5. Roll out of bed, then stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch. Lady Blue, thank you for being 113. Yes. Now it's a DJ in the corner. Anyway, baby Kelli decides she gonna clap back after Porsha last night talking about teach the Hobbits. By the time I roll out the bed and stumble to the kitchen, she clapping back, and we finna look at this because I'm like, Kelli, what you got going on, mama? What you got going on? Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't you worry. This is a mess. Hold on. These women is at it. They are at it. They are at it. And I do not understand why they at it so bad. I'm just giving the pictures real quick. Because this is what I woke up to. Foolishness. Foolishness. And I said then, I got to go live. I don't have a choice. Because people don't know how to conduct themselves. People don't know how to conduct themselves. No. I'm pulling them up right now. Now, Porsha was wrong. Porsha was wrong. Talking about teach the Hobbits. Because we ain't had to go there. That wasn't even necessarily. CC, how you doing? Thank you for being number 117, honey. Porsha was wrong. She was wrong talking about teach the Hobbits. It was funny, but it was wrong. And we're going to talk about why we getting this kind of energy from these people. Brooklyn Queen, for you say, at what point, at this point, we're going to need the reflection pool in the corner from the White House without the algae. Hey, man. The last administration had Coke. This one got algae. I'm scared to see who next. Actual Treasure, hey, gorgeous. She's still at work, so she hiding it. Listen, we're going to say the skybox. Don't y'all be in the bushes. There's mosquitoes out there. Y'all get in the skybox. Yes, Porsha was wrong for that time. I teach the Hobbits. Hey, Lyrics Mom, how you doing, baby? Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, all right? Don't make me beg you. Yeah, Bang Bang started that. Britt Eden, you know, over here we call her Bang Bang Sleazy. Bang Bang started that, calling that girl a Hobbit. And Porsha ain't right because she took it and ran with it. And everybody else did too, because y'all was calling her that girl a Hobbit on social media. Don't think I forgot I didn't. T. Ashley, it's your first time live. Oh, and she's pretty. I love it. How you doing? Welcome. Happy Friday. Listen, I need y'all to spam the chat with the word welcome, and welcome T. Ashley to the chat. We're very happy to have you. Yep, you in the VIP. You in the VIP. You in the VIP. All right. Donya Crawford, how you doing? Welcome. That's right. Thank you for spamming the chat. Let's let T. Ashley know she is highly welcome. Don't let it be your last time. Make sure you come back there. We're so happy to have you. Truly are happy to have you. Now let me pull up this screenshot, because I can't even. Kelli sat up here and wrote a whole paragraph behind Teach the Hobbits. Baby, that Teach the Hobbits triggered her, and she had something to say, and we're gonna talk about it. Not the Hobbit is funny. See, y'all just as bad as Porsha. Don't y'all be in here acting like Porsha. You welcome. Listen, Niecy got her crown back. All right, welcome back, girl. So look, let me pull this up. Hold on. Y'all know I'm slow. I'm coming. We're going to share this screen. CC, you right. Kelli dish a lot of dirt. But the minute somebody pop her, she go to hollering. So this what she came up with. I want y'all to roll with me on this one. Roll with me on this one. Nisa, you had to get your crown back, girl. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Listen. Look her. Deborah Randall is here, y'all. Housewives Talk is legal. We got Deborah. Deborah say Porsha's 3 words sent her into a tailspin. Hey, Silky Soul sister. Oh, sis say Kelli need to ask Porsha to teach her how to get in the bag, get to the bag. Maybe she wouldn't be in this situation. Hey, Ian Watson, you right now. You ain't wrong. I'm with you when you're right. This fool says, hey, buckaroo. Buckaroo? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. She said, hey, buckaroo. Not everybody wants the Mr. Ed special. My smile is just how my man like it. Small and bright. Of course, the sponsored queen managed to make my attorney's post about herself. Meanwhile, her body, house, teeth, car, all sponsored by any African with a pulse. XOXO, the Hobbit you hate. Now, girl, hate is a strong word. Hate is a strong word, Kelli. I don't think nobody hates you. People dislike you, but I don't think nobody hates you. But can we talk about what she had to say? Can we talk about it? I want to talk about it. Kimberly Day, why y'all engaging with Porsha's mess? Not the tooth plus the tooth equals $0. This map was surveyed and drawn based on Great Lee's actual current works. We can't go just for the now, what I'm not going to do, I can't tell y'all what to do. But what I'm not going to do is post that picture that Kelli had of herself before all her surgery and fillers. I'm not going to post it. I'm not going to do it. Wait. Those are all territories of others. You can't just claim them for yourself. I'm not going to do it. But I am going to tell you that it was people that was doing that on social media. I'm going to tell you people was doing that on social media. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to take part in it. I laughed at it, but I'm not going to be the one to do it. Lee say Porsha's definitely wrong, but what if they fought behind the scenes again? I'd hobbit her to the end if that's the case. I think it happened at the reunion, Lee. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it happened at the reunion. I think that their attitudes that we're seeing now is a result of whatever in the hell went on at that reunion. Okay? Cece said math equals universal language, so Kelli needs to make it make sense. Listen, I'm with you when you're right. Somebody had it on Twitter. People had them posted that picture on Twitter. It was on Twitter. When they posted that picture of her with her daughter, and her skin was considerably darker, and you could see all of her gums. There was a lot of gums happening. There's a lot of gums happening, with Kelli. Not where is Kelli's house. This is a dumpster fire. This is why I hate that Kelli posted this. So let me read what she said again. I showed y'all, but we're going to go back through what Kelli had to say. Teresa says that Porsha deserved to come back because Kelli is always saying Simon's house. Right. When the judge clearly disagreed. The judge disagreed. The problem is when it comes to Kelli, I think Kelli's upset because she does not feel as though Porsha deserves what she has. Just like Shamia doesn't feel like Porsha deserves what she has. I don't care how nobody feels. That's just what it is. And you're right, Kimberly. Today is a way for us to keep talking. I would prefer not to be talking about this. I'm gonna be real with you. They about to start filming a new season in a couple of weeks. Lord have mercy. So I guess the mess is gonna continue. Doris Diggs, no matter who sponsored Porsha Lifestyle, she got it. Kelli, you, my dear, were married for years and got nothing. She Whitney Houston. I have nothing. 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 She has nothing. But she gonna stick to Shamia's townhouse. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. But look, after the buckaroo of it all, she then goes on to say not everybody wants the Mr. Ed special. She put the tooth and the horse. So I'm going to assume that to her, she feels like Porsha has big teeth. It looks like Pisces B said, Porsha confirmed that something happened with Jigsaw at the reunion. I'm at DS, come get Pisces B. I just caught that. Why you call that girl Jigsaw? Come get her. Come get her. Come get him. Come get him. This is my Pisces. I know who this is. Come get Pisces B. Cam on to the corner. Jigsaw. Y'all ain't right around him. So she's insinuating that the girl got big teeth. Porsha got a wide mouth. I don't know what it would look like with small teeth. I felt like it was a very interesting statement to make. And my smile highlight, like my man likes it small and bright. Kelli, people is talking about the length of your gums. People online, somebody said you got capital gums and lowercase teeth. If he talking to you, he would have to like small teeth. There's no way he would be talking to you unless he likes small teeth. That's all you got to offer, unless you're going to get that thing where they be lasering the gums to pull out more tooth. You got small teeth, mama. Michael Alexander, thank you so much for the super chat. It says it's a way to enjoy lunch before I go back to work. Well, I'm glad we could be here to keep you company. Thank you. And thank you for being here. I appreciate you. You almost forgot you was at lunch. See, this is why I don't come on in the middle of the day like that no more. But yeah, so I thought that was a very interesting thing to say. Antoinette said her gums match her forehead. Y'all tough in here. God help us. But yeah, so she did that. And then she said the sponsored queen managed to make my attorney's post about herself. Mind you, Porsha did not make that post about herself. She definitely made that post about you, Kelli, because she said, teach the Hobbits. Porsha's tall. That's an Amazon. So it doesn't sound like Porsha made that post about herself, Kelli. It sounds like she absolutely made that post all about you. It was definitely about you. Deborah said Kelli keeps her lips big to cover her teeth. Somebody online said that too. That she put them fillers in there sort of pulled her lip down to cover up the gums. They were trying to hide them gums. But yeah, I can neither confirm nor deny, but that's what the people said. I didn't say a thing. It's none of my business, right? She then goes on. This is where it gets weird to me. Her body, house, teeth, car, and all sponsored by any African with a pulse. This is where I said, let me hug myself because I need to be consoled. I needed to be consoled. When I woke up and saw this, it was definitely a touch me in the morning. It was a touch me in the morning feeling. Like somebody come hug me, console me. Because what you mean? First off, now while on this platform, we acknowledge and we have dubbed Porsha the Black Mamba. She is a reptilian heifer. She a snake if I ever seen one. But are we going to pretend like the African man was the only man willing to pay Porsha? Are we going to do that? Now, we know this lady is reptilian, you know. We saw how she did Nene and how she did some other ladies. But are we going to pretend like this heifer ain't bad? Porsha bad. That's a bad heifer. That's a bad heifer. Shall we go down the list? Well, right now, she currently dating Patricia, the young lady they call Sway. She ain't from Africa. Cordell wasn't from Africa. Dennis, who she almost married, got engaged to twice and got a child with, he ain't from Africa. The ball player that she was going with that time, I think she was pregnant and lost that baby. He wasn't from Africa. So you mean to tell me because she married one African man and we had a rumor about her dating another African, according to Kenya, which Kenya don't always get stuff right. And she dated an African person too. Not every man Porsha dated is an African because she married Simon. I feel like that was a weird take. Oh yeah, Sway is definitely paid. Oh, Sway papered up. Sway papered up. But it's weird for Kelli. It's like, why are you so obsessed with Africans? We got to have a talk. Kelli need to go get her body sponsored by Porsha Doctor. Well, the problem is Porsha went and got titties and got lipo on her waist. There's only so much you can do with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Porsha already had a big old thick body. That was a big body girl. So by the time she carved out a waistline, she already had a waist. So it just made her waist smaller and she got her some new titties. The bottom line is genetics is genetics. Drew Sidora went and got her waist done and you know, it made her look a whole lot nicer. But she still kind of got a square body because she's, you know, that's her natural shape. And I make clothing. So don't y'all take this no way. I look at women's bodies. This is what I do. So your body is just your body. You just have to dress for what you got, right? Not leprechaun. Y'all tough. Y'all tough. So it was a WNBA player who owned businesses. Yeah, a lot of people who make money go and diversify and start businesses. But the thing is, we know she is, and we covered that. When we came back Monday after a second look at the argument between Kelli and not Kelli, but between Shamia and Porsha, when Kelli was like, "Oh, you hold a lot of stuff in," she only knows that because Shamia's told her all the stuff. She wants one. I mean, it ain't hard to get one now. You know. I'm just saying, it ain't hard to get one. Hey, Miss Weedy Pooh, thank you for being 137.
Not a chance.
Anywho, the gag is, I just felt like it was a weird take when Porsha has a list of people that she's been married to, dating publicly, and the only person publicly she's been with that is from the continent of Africa would be Simon. I think it's weird. I think it's a little weird, right? The other reason why I think it's a weird thing that she keeps doing with the African, your friend that you are mooching off of, your bestie whose townhouse you're living in rent free, your bestie that you got to kiss up to because you don't want to get evicted, her husband is also from the continent of Africa. Did y'all consider that? Did y'all think about that? Because I did, and it had me in a bit of a conundrum. You know, it had me in a little bit of a quagmire. Again, y'all have some. These are gummy Skittles. I really like them. It had me in a bit of a conundrum. A little bit of a pretzel. A little Gordian knot, if you will. Because why are you using African as a derogatory term or as some kind of dig or a jab or a drag or a roast when basically right now you living off of African because you living off Shamia? Did y'all think of that? Because I did this morning. Kelli, who keep going on and on and on because she's so triggered because Porsha was smart enough to get a prenup and she was not. And the judge enforced the prenup. And so now she's in the home that was purchased by her husband when he was her husband. As written in the prenup that Kelli was too stupid to get. And keep going on African. Kelli, you living off African. You think Shamia will have a townhouse just laying around for you to lay your strangely shaped tail up in? If she wasn't married to that African, And you ain't gonna tell me she ain't been giving you a couple dollars here and there. You ain't gonna tell me that. Benny said I would ask her, what does she have against Africans? I mean, she got a right to if she want to. You know what I'm saying? That's your business. But how is it a jab when you yourself are living off of an African? Because last I checked, Kenya was in Africa. Did Kenya move from Africa? Is it in Europe now? Y'all let me know in the chat because I was confused as hell. Kelli want to be with Shamia's African. See, what it's given is Kelli done told herself that the only way she gonna get some money is to get an African, and she's real triggered because Porsha done got some money from one. Say what you will of me. Porsha got the goods to go get that money from any and everybody, men and women too, apparently. Kelli was married to an American and dating an AI boyfriend, aka Jarvis, and the debt collectors is knocking at her bank's door, and she ain't got a house to piss in. Well, pot either. Okay. Kenya still over there in Africa. It ain't moved. It ain't moved. You sure? You know, I heard Italy has some money problems. Did Italy sell part of itself to Kenya and the Republic of Kenya moved to Africa? Are you moved from Africa to Europe? Are you sure? Because she's sitting up here talking about the African, when in reality, you living off of an African yourself and his wife. Cece said, ain't Kelli new best of the queen or hooking up Atlanta ladies to rich Africans? I don't know if she the queen of it. I don't know that about her, but I know she claimed to have hooked Porsha up with Simon. That's what she claimed. Kelli thinks she need to bust her way down to Africa. Well, I mean, baby, dust off your passport. Get your vaccinations. Head on over. Somebody will take you. Somebody will take you. A lot of them guys ain't that picky. Gone. Danya says Porsha's a hustler and she have her own money. And she is not caught up in all them labels unless she going somewhere special, which is perfectly normal. That's normal behavior. Porsha hustle. Shamia depends on Jera for financial stability. But that's overstating it, or I would say oversimplifying it, because she does still work as a hostess for the Hawks and the Falcons, and she is still on the radio show, and now she getting an RHOA check. So either way, she was going to be okay. Now, I will say, Shamia do be trying to social climb because she got the funds now, but she tries to social climb. Yeah, the African read been going since season 6 or so. It's meh, very meh, especially from somebody who is currently living off of an African. Anything she gets from Shamia, I hope she knows it is very much so because she has the freedom to give to you. Because that African, that word that she keeps using like a slur, is funding Shamia's very comfortable life. Now, Shamia makes her own money, so I'm not going to pretend like Shamia don't make her own money. And I really, to be honest, do not like when people do that with Black women on these shows. And I notice that people only do that with these Black women on these shows. I will call you broke when I see you moving out of your house to live in your friend's townhouse. Okay, yeah, that's giving broke. It's giving broke. I can say you's a little broke when you go into court fighting to live in a man's house instead of moving out to get your own, like Drew. But, or when Robin, was doing all of this. Yeah, it's giving you living real regular degular like the rest of us. However, pretending like ladies who you can see are very well off don't have money, or you wouldn't have it if it wasn't for this, is giving you, maybe you don't want them to have it. Shamia is not poor like that. She's not. She's okay. She married a man who has a whole lot more than her, and that's called hypergamy. And I want to encourage all Black women to practice hypergamy. Make sure that you marry somebody who got more than you. Hello, good night. Marry somebody who has more than you. So she has some money, right? It's okay. It's okay to do that. I think we're supposed to do that. And I think that a lot of the attacks that come from Kelli to Porsha is because Porsha is a serial hypergamist. She makes sure she finds somebody with more money than her. And Kelli appears to have only been able to do that one time. with that mean man she married. And now that they divorced, he's still being mean. That's what it's giving. And back to the question, why that lie? Why did she lie and say that man gave her $70,000 for some teeth that clearly appear to be promotion? Because y'all telling me that the dentist office got her picture up in the airport on an advertisement. Ain't that what y'all said? That's what y'all said, right? Okay, Queen. Why would Kelli tell the lie that a man gave her $70,000? Now, I know a lot of y'all is telling me this was to offset or to distract from the conversation about her hunching that preacher BET weekend. And I'll give you that. DT, thank you for the super chat. Say African Reed is as old as Kelli current teeth. Amen. Very old. Hey, Do Hard. Can you please review the reunion looks when they come out? You know I will. You know I will. You know I'm going to give it to you, baby. I can promise you. Thank you for supporting the porch, DT. Blessed Ian says, I wonder, do Gerald like Kelli? Do he like her as a friend for Shamia? I don't know. I don't know about liking her because I don't think he needs to like his wife's friends. I wonder how he feels about her constantly bandying about this term African as though it's a slur. Because Goody Shamia helped her with that story so she would have something to talk about. Can I tell y'all why I think it had to be that lie? Can I tell y'all why I think that they went through the trouble of telling the lie that the man gave her $70,000? Because she ain't have to mention how much or whatever. Can I tell y'all why I think? Because if y'all don't want me to say nothing, I won't say nothing. If y'all tell me to be quiet, I ain't gonna say nothing. Because see, all roads lead to the same place. I can tell you. I can tell you exactly why I think she told that particular lie. But see, the lies people tell, if you pay attention, you'll get the motive. When you get the motive for the lie, then you can see where they head at. She told the lie. She told that particular lie. She could have said anything in the world to introduce the fact that she was talking to a man. Hey, Miss Red, hit the like button, baby. No, she ain't had no money, Lauren Brown. See, y'all be missing the forest for the trees. What she keep doing? Porsha and Simon house. Porsha got Africans giving her money. And so the first thing she do is lie and say a man gave her some money. Y'all can't put two and two together. Or put tooth and tooth together. She doing that because she feel insecure about Porsha. She's trying to make herself look like I'm just as desirable. Porsha ain't called that girl ugly one time. I called her ugly because the truth don't care who tell it either. But Porsha ain't called that girl ugly one time. She ain't said she wasn't desirable one time. But she feel like she is. And so she's trying to prove I'm just as desirable as you. A man to give me some money too. And that's what you came up with, $70,000 for tea. You ain't say, oh girl, I ain't worried about that mortgage because he paid that off. You can't say, oh girl, I ain't sweating that. I'm gonna let that car go back because my man bought me another car, because then it would have to be something tangible that you could lay your hands on. Like that Cullinan that Gerald bought Shamia last year. Now that's what you call a tangible. Glory be to God. Now that's a tangible. See, her brain is wrapped around Porsha. And remember, it came out that her and Porsha dated the same man. That's why she came on the show last season, gunning for Porsha right off the bat, just pow, pow, taking shots. Take that lady husband, that lady husband, that lady husband. Because she was so upset because she found out that a man she dated had also dated Porsha. She got an issue with that girl because she keep comparing herself to that girl. So when it was time to tell a lie, she had to tell a lie that made her feel like she was in the same vicinity or at least adjacent to that girl. That's what's going on. If I'm tripping, y'all tell me I'm tripping. If I'm tripping, give me a 9 in the chat. If y'all see where I'm coming from, put a 7. If I'm tripping, put a 9. If you see where I'm coming from, put a 7. She told that lie because she fixated on Porsha. Porsha ain't studying her, but she fixated on that girl, and it's getting creepy. But we're gonna dig further into this African stuff too, because it's getting weird. That African stuff getting weird too. Bap say Porsha ain't one to call folks ugly. She a lying scheme, but she don't go really in on faces. No, she don't. She don't. I see some 7s, so y'all see where I'm coming from with that. Porsha, listen, Porsha ain't called that girl ugly, but whatever she feeling that. That's what she feeling, and it keep coming out in her actions, in the things she say, in the lies she tell. And the fact that she keep mentioning African is because she feel like that house that Porsha got from her ex-husband, who happens to be an African, that's what's really got her triggered. It's the fact that she is no longer in her home, the fact that she had to go, like, you know, little orphan Annie, and move into Shamia's townhouse, which I say Shamia's a goddamn fool, because you got a rich husband who happens to be African, and you can see that Kelli is fixated and done told herself Porsha got this big house because she married that African. What's gonna happen when Kelli little midget tail get desperate enough to try to sleep with your husband, Shamia? You didn't see that woman flirting at your husband at his birthday party right after she told you Gerald can't be your whole life, neck twirling and all, trying to convince you to go against what your husband had to say, and then turn around and flirt at your husband in your face while pretending like she's so choked up and crying. Shamia dumb as a bag of hell. And Porsha don't be talking about people money. I'm gonna give her that. She don't really do too much, but she clowned Kelli online, and she was wrong for that, talking about teach the Hobbits. That's why I say something went on at that got doggone reunion. But it's getting very weird. Some of the energy and some of the behavior, the use of African as a slur. Oh, she talking to the Africans. Oh, she's sponsored by every African with a pulse. And let's just say, mind you, we know that's not the truth, because we done seen Porsha with too many Americans with bread, and they're Black Americans at that. She ain't even sleeping with clear people, you know, dating clear people. She finding Black Americans with coin, and they're coining her up, right? However, let's just say that Porsha made a conscious decision, because I have a girlfriend down in Houston. She Black American from Houston, 3rd Ward, went to Yates High School. Shout out to Christina. And all she be dating is Africans. So let's just say, a matter of fact, Africans from Nigeria. So let's just say that Porsha woke up one day and said, I only would like to date West African men. That's her choice. It's a lot of nice looking brothers over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of them ain't hard on the eyes at all. You know, some of us like to look at stuff with pretty dark skin and stuff, and them straight white teeth. And some sisters don't give a darn about that accent. And you walking around all fine and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say she decided. Vintage, you went to Yates too? That's what I'm talking about. But if she decided that that's all she wanted to date, let's be fair. It's Black people all over the globe. I'm talking color-wise. Different ethnicities of Black people. Different ethnic groups. But it's Black people all over the globe. So what if she did decide, I'm only going to date Black men from West Africa? Why is that a diss? Like, at this point, we got to ask, Kelli, what you trying to say? What you trying to say? What's the issue? Where you coming from? Come on out with it. Because see, what I think is, Kelli looked down on them people, but she want the money from the ones that got some money. Because if I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't care if anybody, any foundational Black American woman said, I only want to date Black men from Australia. I only want to date Black men from Honduras. I only want to date Black men from Louisiana. Y'all know I got a special thing for them boys.
Something to tell you.
What does it matter? Why is it a problem?
The Jacques family sent people to various medical centers
Why is it a problem?
to inquire about movements and painkillers, and they must
Oh, I know it ain't one for normal people, but it's clearly one for Kelli. Kelli needs to discuss this whole African thing. Why is it a thing? Because if she was going with a white man, I can guarantee you Kelli wouldn't be like, oh, you go find you another white man. I'm just saying. Everybody want to holler. It's colorism anytime somebody don't help Shamia play victim. But we ain't gonna talk about Kelly's very loud xenophobia. We ain't gonna talk about it. That ain't worth the conversation. We gotta reach and dislocate our shoulders, trying to find some colorism where it don't exist. But we gonna act like we don't see the very loud xenophobia happening. Like we got people calling foundational Black Americans xenophobia simply for stating that we're foundational Black Americans. Like we're not even allowed to be very clear and clearly identify our ethnic group. But this girl is literally using the word African as a slur, a dig, and a drag for her castmate on RHOA. And the same paid bloggers who are running around trying to push the colorism narrative ain't saying nothing about Kelly's real loud xenophobia. Ain't said one word. Now Gigi say everybody that hang with Shamia on the show walk around on eggshells. But why Shamia don't have a problem with Kelli and her xenophobia and treating African as a slur when she done laid up there, married an African man that got 2 bi-ethnic children? Not 1, but 2 bi-ethnic children. Why Shamia don't have a problem with that? But she gonna sit up here and play back and forth with colorism in a cast full of brown-skinned women. Ain't one red bone on that cast. Ain't no red bones, ain't no high yellows. The last high yellow that was on that show was Tanya Sam. And I don't even know if you could really call her high yellow because I think she was a biracial. And Lisa Wu is definitely biracial and Caribbean. But they up there trying to come up with colorism when we got a whole big old xenophobe right there in the house. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And Shamia ain't saying nothing. Shamia ain't saying nothing. Because she's so dumb. She's still trying to pretend like Porsha's out to get her behind the scenes. Ain't nobody, the girl ain't talked to her, ain't paid her dust, ain't said boo jack to her. This girl here, that midget, is flirting with your husband in your face after encouraging you to disrespect your husband, living in your townhouse rent-free. You ain't gonna tell me she ain't spending some of your money. And she up here dissing all your husband people because she didn't even pick a country. She said the whole continent. Well, she did say she would third wheel Porsha and Sway. Ugh. Eva was the last light skin and barely. But Eva wasn't no high yellow. I said the last high yellow would have been Tanya Sam if she's all the way black, and I don't think she is. Not judging by her features. Antoinette said, I wonder if Shamia's surrogacy fell through. That could explain her anger. Whether it fell through or not. Say, or Claudia. Ain't she biracial? Because biracial ain't high yellow. That's biracial. Gigi say, Kelli told Shamia, have your sister use her eggs and have a child. I think she did say that. She told her to get some eggs from her sister. You tried to say those saying colorism is doing a disservice to those who actually dealing with Say it again. That's what I'm saying. They waving false flags about colorism, and this girl's xenophobia is through the roof. People call stuff xenophobia that's not. This is obvious xenophobia. And Miss Thing ain't saying nothing, and nobody else ain't saying nothing either. They ain't saying a thing. Elisa Carter say, your takes on the show have been on point. You're one of the few content creators that are actually telling how they really feel, in my humble opinion. Thank you, girl. You know I do my best. You know I do my best. Because I don't believe in lying. Silky Soul say, I believe Porsha was telling the truth when she said Kelly wanted some of her in that limousine. Ooh, I believe it too, but is it bad that it make the hair on the back of my neck stand up? I believe it though. I believe it. Girl, that's what we said the other week. Shamia been real quiet since their reunion.
Since you are so insistent, then I shall grant it.
What I can tell you is Kelly Pratt might want to be a little easy with that. And the only reason I'm gonna say Kelly need to be easy with that, with her xenophobia and using the word African as a slur. One, Shamia may not be smart enough to catch what's going on, but if somebody should accidentally hear one of us who has a brain talking about it and calling out her xenophobia and using the word African as a slur, while she is indeed living off of an African by way of Shamia, if that conversation becomes a larger conversation, i.e. social media begins to discuss the xenophobia that Kelly is using with it was an African, like so. While Shamia is not very bright, she may well pay attention to and start asking the question, hey, Kelly, why are you using African as a slur? You might not want to offend the people that you're living off of. I'm just saying. Not Michael. I'm sorry, darling. Michelle Gray. Okay. Michelle Gray, 8610 says Shamia learned her lesson at the reunion. You think she did? I don't know. I ain't heard a lot about the reunion, but yeah, she may have. Not rat poison. Lord have mercy. Kelly nor Shamia need to come back next season. They don't. If you bring Kelly back, I don't know how you would not bring Shamia back because she's living in Shamia's house. You know what I'm saying? You know? I'm right? Think about that. Think about how that would go. If you bring Kelly back and you don't bring Shamia, and she's living in Shamia's house, Shamia could say, don't film in my house. Then Kelly could never film at home. Like it just, that wouldn't work. And if you bring Shamia back without Kelly, how would that work? We just gonna have Shamia crying all season. Everybody's picking on me. And, you know, if the ladies choose like, okay, we just not gonna interact as much so we don't get accused of picking on her, then is she gonna say she being iced out? How would it work? Like you would either have to bring both of those ladies back or don't bring back either one of them, because unless Kelly is gonna get a house, get somewhere to live. C. Cleaves, hi. Oh, what a pretty lady. Lisa Ray basically called the whole situation fake for entertainment when she was on Carlos King. I heard what she said. She feels like it would have to be fake or y'all, you know, some strange chicks. And I agree with her. She accused Porsha of sleeping with all the Nigerians in Atlanta. I think there's about 10,000 Nigerians in Atlanta. I just think it's weird. It's just to me, it's a weird dig. It's a weird insult. So it's okay to sleep around if the person isn't from West Africa. Is it okay to sleep around if they're from West Africa as long as they're not from Nigeria? Is it okay to sleep around as long as they're not from Africa at all? When is it okay to sleep? Like, what are we saying here? What are we saying? It's definitely giving xenophobia, just like it gave xenophobia when K. Michelle did it. Daphne say, so you telling me that Kelli teeth look like Fire Marshal Bill from Living? I'm not telling you that. You're not gonna get me to tell you that. I'm not telling you that. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You ain't gonna get me to be the one to say that. Cece said, I couldn't get with Shamia bringing up Pilar when the ladies had just agreed to leave kids out the mess. Kelli should be able to check her friend. I guess it's hard since she need her townhouse. Yep. See, y'all are, all y'all acting up today. Porsha can't read to save her life. Hey, Sierra Content. When was she trying to read, baby? Let me know. If I miss something, let me know. Because I be missing stuff. Yeah, so they act like they have to prove their friendship to Shamia on the show. Yeah, but okay, can we be honest about that? I don't think that the ladies just feel that way on their own. I think what we're seeing, especially with K. Michelle and them, is Shamia puts them in positions, because we see how Shamia plays. Shamia is very manipulative. Shamia plays where anything that happens, unless you take her side and attack who she has a problem with, then you're not loyal. Please be loyal to me. I absolutely believe K. Michelle when she said that Shamia said that to her. I believe she did that. And I think she puts them in a position to feel like, unless you attack everybody I dislike, unless you dislike the people I dislike, don't be friendly with somebody I don't like, because then you're not being loyal to me. I think that's why it looks like they're trying to prove themselves. And dare I say, oh baby, we had us a chuckle in here about School to Hobbits. School to Hobbits got them 3 words got a little chuckle in here, baby. If you didn't chuckle, you might have been the only one. Porsha read with 3 read was 3 words and Kelli couldn't take it. Porsha did all right with them 3 words. School of Hobbits took Kelli down through there. She was upset and writing paragraphs poorly. VJ said, hopefully Shamia will have good sense to leave on her own. Hopefully Porsha refused to film with her and Andy Pfizer. I ain't gonna say hopefully on that, but I hope something work out. We gonna see. But what I find to be very odd, back to the, they have to prove themselves to Shamia, prove that they're really her friend type stuff with her. What I find to be strange about that with Shamia is she is comfortable being friends with people who don't get along. She comfortable being friends with people who don't get along. And dare I say, you should be able to be friends with people who don't get along. Like, unless I met you through a person, like, okay, perfect example. See, I know Sierra Content. If Sierra Content introduces me to Mary Jane, and then her and Mary Jane fall out, I don't have to be enemies with Mary Jane. But would it look weird if I started going on brunch dates with Mary Jane by myself? I think so, because I didn't even know you until Sierra Content. That's when it looks weird. But if I'm already friends with Sierra Content and with Jackie, and then they fall out, I don't have to stop being friends with Jackie, or I don't have to stop being friends with Sierra. But I said all that to say this. Shamia came on the show as a friend of. She knew that, Porsha wasn't in a good place with Candy. That didn't stop her from being friends with Candy. When Porsha wasn't in a good space with Kenya, that didn't stop her from being friends with Kenya. And it shouldn't have. If you want to be friendly with people, be friendly with the people. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, when it comes to Shamia, she don't want them to be okay with Porsha if she not okay with Porsha. Because I think we all seen Sunday when Kelli was like, yeah, we moved on and hopefully we can move forward and all that. She absolutely was not feeling it. She lost it so bad. She called her mom and went to crying on the phone. And I feel like Kelli knew that about Shamia, which is why she did not go tell Shamia she had talked to them people. She didn't say, oh, girl, me and Porsha made up. And she looked really uncomfortable talking about it in front of Shamia. So when it come down to it, I don't know what happened at that reunion, but I think we all gonna get an eyeful. Something went on at that reunion. And you could see, I feel like you could see from last episode, the truce between Porsha and Kelli was not gonna hold because Shamia threw a fit and went to, if she want to start, I could talk. And I'm like, start. Why are you huffing and puffing? You picked an argument and ran away crying and huffing and puffing and marching, saying if she want to talk, we can talk. It looks like you wanted to talk, and so she talked with you. But when Kelli ran out behind her and had to console her and woo, I said then, yeah, Kelli, you ain't gonna have to, you gonna have to keep fighting with Porsha. You're not gonna be able to have no truce because Shamia is triggered by a truce. Shamia is triggered by a truce, girl. So until Porsha want to be her friend, she ain't gonna let you be friends with Porsha. You can't be friendly with her. You can't even get along with her. You got to argue with Porsha. You're gonna have to keep calling her a hoe. You're gonna have to keep talking about Africans. And that's what's funny to me. It's like Shamia, this girl being xenophobic, insulting people that come from your husband place. Them your husband people she talking about and using as a slur. And you'll take all that as long as she insulting Porsha. That's pitiful, girl. Delicious say Porsha can't forgive everybody else but me. Why? Forgive you for what, Shamia? What did you do, Shamia? What was said in the text messages? What was said in the text messages? Not only the text messages, all that talking about that girl behind her back. All that showing her text messages to Britt Edie. And I'm going to say this on Porsha end. Porsha. While I understand she was supposed to be going through a divorce last season and all of those things, Shamia do like to be in the middle of people not getting along. She do. She like the mess. Something went on. But while Porsha was supposed to be going through a divorce and she's so, can't talk about it. She was in her emotions, blase squaze, right? Porsha. Let me get my gummy Skittles. Can we not act like this ain't the first time that girl showed no text messages? Y'all, what was that, season 10? Where Shamia sat up there showing Porsha text messages to Sheree? Was that season 10? Put a 4 in the chat if y'all remember that. Put a 4 in the chat if y'all remember that. Season 10, you let Shamia show Sheree them text messages. You ain't quit talking to her then. Right. She ain't even articulated what she want forgiveness for. Y'all remember that? I see the foes. And Porsha didn't stop being her friend after that. So what I need to know is what was different this time. That's what I need to know. The people would like me. We the people would like to know. Porsha, what was different this time? I'm just saying. You were still her friend after she showed your text messages to Sheree. I understand that, $3 but that wasn't her first time, is what I'm getting at. You didn't quit being her friend back then. She sat up there with Kelli now in season 9 and talked about you. Nice AD, but oh, she's so pretty. Angela told me on Twitter, Shamia was definitely talking about Porsha last year. She was, but it wasn't her first time. That's why Porsha didn't go to that wedding over there in Kenya, in Africa, as Kelli keeps saying, the Africans. Because Shamia sat up there with Candy and Carmen them and was talking about Porsha to them. So why you didn't on Porsha end? Why you ain't quit being her friend then? Maybe it was the context of the text message that made the difference. You could say that. Evolution say, I think it was the Miss Diane of it all. That's mama. I think so too. I think that got a lot to do with it. And the fact of what she was saying behind the girl back this time. That alliance to take her down made the difference. She was a bad friend since she linked with Candy. Yeah, she been a bad friend since then. That's why I'm looking at Porsha a little bit sideways. I'm not saying that she wrong for distancing herself. I would have distanced myself way back then. But my point is, you teach people how to treat you. So, and I'm not making excuses for Shamil because I don't cut for her either. But if I can talk behind your back before, if I could show your text messages before, and you still be my friend, why wouldn't I think I could talk behind your back again and show your text messages again? It didn't end our friendship last time. All I'm saying is maybe Shamil feel like that was the nature of their friendship. I could do stuff like that to you and we still gonna be friends because you showed her that. Belicious say Miss Diane been telling her to watch Shamil. She can't be trusted. And she has reason to. That's true. And I'm not even saying Miss Diane wrong for saying it or feeling that way or whatever. What I'm saying is Porsha let it ride before. That's all I'm saying. You've been letting her do this. So why all of a sudden now it's an issue? Is it because of the alliance that she set up against you to try to take you down and get you off the show? Do you feel like she upped the ante, like she added something to it? Was it the type of stuff she was saying behind your back this time was different than the type of stuff she said before? Or maybe Candy and them didn't never come and tell you everything that was said about you before? Yeah, we ain't seen her say nothing bad about Shamil. We ain't seen that. Ain't nobody came and said it either. Blue Devil say this time was the straw that broke the camel's back. She forgave her once. Now she done it again. No. Sierra content. She made one statement when they was talking about her legs in the air. Her legs are always in the air. She made a little silly face or whatever, but she didn't. She was sitting up with them people talking about that girl. And remember when she did that interview with Carlos King, she was like, I wasn't going to defend her because she didn't defend me. Remember that? And Carlos was like, but you said you didn't know about that. You said Candy didn't come back and tell you that. Well, she didn't. He's like, so if you didn't know, then how was you getting your lick back? She was just sitting up talking about that girl. That's what I'm saying. Sierra content. She knew. Porsha knew. Porsha ain't no baby. She knew that girl was talking about her. I don't think the show got no leader at this point. Sierra content. I don't think they got no leader. Cynthia was the closest thing to an anchor they had on the show. And I think Cynthia did a good job as an anchor, which is crazy because she was just a friend of, but she, in my opinion, she anchored the show. VJ say Porsha didn't have a big reaction over the text message. This was her therapy session that she shared. It wasn't just the therapy session, VJ. Remember, it was what she told Shamia about the therapy session. So you shared some personal stuff that you talked about in therapy with who you felt like was your friend. And your friend went and showed people. Which is another reason why I said, when it came to Shamia, like, girl, you bugging. You say the girl didn't treat you like a friend, but she's sharing personal stuff about her therapy with you. You don't share that with people that's just your coworkers on the show. And even something that personal, you didn't even, feel like you had to keep your sister's confidence because you went and showed Britt Edie what you known for all the 5 minutes. Hey, Porsha should have been in the wedding in Africa. I don't know about all that. She went to the wedding in America, remember, because she showed the receipts of that. But if she had Candy and them going and Shamia sitting up with the people talking about her, why would she go all the way to another continent with people that don't like you? And it ain't no job and you ain't finna get paid for being there. 3 Buckhead said, I wasn't disputing what you were saying. I was saying that because Shamia has a history of sharing text messages. Oh, I know, baby. But what I'm saying is, me and you saying the same thing. Shamia has done this before. I think the only difference is, I can't remember who said, but I think that was Evolution, about Miss Diane. Miss Diane is definitely in Porsha ear this time, and you can tell by the way Porsha acting. Porsha ain't acting like she normally acts. She ain't giving nobody a reaction. I said that last year. Diane calling the shots. Belicious say Shamia run her mouth, and it sounded like it got back to Porsha that she been telling people Miss Diane tried to sleep with her daddy. Yeah, it got back to her. Shamia had been saying that to people, and when it got to Porsha, that's why Porsha was at that table Sunday and was like, I took that to my mama and told my mama what you've been saying. He was like, I took that to my mama. And what she say, she was flabbergasted, and then spilled that your mama was sleeping with your daddy brother. Yep. And this time, the fact that she was talking trash about her mama, maybe that's what made the difference, because I'm like, that girl been talking behind your back. But I'm just saying, Porsha can't play like she was no deer in the headlights. You just didn't see this coming. I just don't know what happened. Yes, you do. That girl been like that. That's true. Ain't supposed to have no leaders ensemble, but you got to have somebody that can anchor the show. But now Sierra content, Nene is Nene. Nene is Nene. Just like over there in California, Vicky is Vicky. But the show does need somebody that can kind of anchor the show. Nice said, I think it's because Shamia knew the girl was going through the divorce, couldn't film much, and still put a plot out on her. You right? Maybe she took it as, okay, talking behind my back is one thing, but you trying to come up with a way to like take me down on my job. And which I know what that's like. I actually know what that's like. I believe Porsha might not have wanted her on the show because Porsha knew that RHOA destroys marriages and probably destroy friendship, but Shamia wanted the fame. I don't even know if that girl said it the way she said it. I think she might have just told her like the show ruined friendships. But with somebody like Shamia, you really can't say much because anything you say, she gonna take it as an attack and gonna tell everybody you doing something to her. So I really don't know about what was said, what wasn't said. I know Andy sat there and said that Porsha had always wanted her on the show as a housewife full time. I also know that the people on Twitter is not letting up because they went and got. Somebody did a compilation of all the times Shamia said it was because of Gerald that she wasn't on the show. So Shamia was saying she wasn't on the show because of her husband. Now all of a sudden it's Porsha. And I'll be honest, that does look a little strange. You got to watch that interview, baby. Because she sure said that. You know, I take notes when they talk because all of them lie. Yeah, Cynthia definitely was like being very much not in the mess, adjacent to the mess, managing the mess, trying to stay neutral in the mess, and calling it down the middle for the most part. That's the best you could do. Hold on. Let me get this. Now, Belicious said, Shamia said her and Porsha didn't become close until after her divorce to Cordell. That's true. That's what she said on Carlos King. Sounds opportunistic to me. Since you were now, since now we besties, you want in on my show. User vibes to me. Definitely give user vibes. And the fact that Shamia was comfortable saying she wasn't really my friend. She was my sister Glenda friend. And me and her didn't get close to after she divorced Cordell. So after Porsha had a whole season on the show, divorced Cordell, lost everything, bounced back, and you saw that she was going to be on that show permanently, then you became her friend. It does look like opportunism. It does look like you was a little opportunistic. Like it looked that way. Say Porsha got her hands in check. I would think some of the other women look at Porsha as a lead, as a boss, if you will, the way they answer to her. But who's answering to Porsha? Y'all say that. But I don't see that. And I only see people saying that on social media because Angela Oakley been shading the piss out of Porsha all season long. Cynthia and Phaedra always been buddy-buddy with Porsha. They was buddy-buddy with her last season. Even when her and Shamia was getting along, they was buddy-buddy. They gonna be buddy-buddy. Hell, Phaedra, y'all be calling her and Phaedra freaking frat. Angela and Drew is on their own team by themselves. They're going at Shamia because they want to go at Shamia. And then Shamia keep talking about Charles, and y'all know Angela straight nuts, so a bag of pecans about that Charles man. I'm just saying. And how was Porsha using Shamia? Shamia and Porsha were using each other. How? How was she using Shamia? Make me understand that. Porsha ain't used Cordell. She was married to Cordell. And then he divorced her and left her penniless. Left her penniless. That was her husband. You're not using your husband. Your husband is supposed to take care of you. That's not using. That's not using. Because when he divorced her and left that girl penniless, he didn't give her back none of the coochie that she gave him. Now we gonna talk. In the words of Usher, if we gonna tell it, then we better tell it all. The word on the street is he was using Porsha as a beard because he didn't want nobody to know that he liked to be quiet on the creek. I'm just saying, shout out to Santana. She did bring up the mamas to Cynthia at the bar. That's true. Porsha should have been a bridesmaid. Oh, okay, you saying should have been a bridesmaid in Shamia Wed not going to Africa by myself. Right. I feel you, but that would have been dangerous. Waiting for Porsha to be a good friend. And so, child, Porsha ain't gonna be no good friend to nobody. I don't know what you waiting on that for. Say, I really don't. That's why I don't like the show no more. Just no substance. Child, the show ain't never had no substance. The show is mess. We watch it because we like messy stuff. Now that's what's going on. Now I gotta go in here and get me a little snack. The gummies done made you hungry. Baby, them gummies, it give me something to do. Thank you. Thank you. Diane married into a prop. This is where people be losing me with trying to convince me that Diane, who married into a very prominent Georgia family, magically wanted Shamia's truck driver daddy. I'm just like, listen. I'm not dissing. My daddy drove trucks. Shout out to the truck drivers. But you trying to convince me. And Diane was a bad chick in her day. I said before, Porsha don't look nowhere near good as her mama. Them young pictures of Diane, Porsha ain't no match for Diane. And that ain't no diss. Because when Cynthia posted a picture of her mama on her birthday, I'm like, dang, Cynthia, you pretty, but you ain't pretty as your mama. Porsha, I ain't taking nothing from Porsha. Don't y'all Porsha fans do not come in here throwing nothing at me. I'm not hating on Porsha. I've always said Porsha pretty, but Porsha ain't pretty as Diane was. You mean to tell me you trying to convince me that a chick that bad that was married into a prominent Georgia family legacy was drooling at the mouth over Shamia truck driver daddy? Child, if y'all don't get up out of here with that. Now I ain't gonna be ugly and post pictures of that man, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, there's some stuff I believe and there's some stuff I ain't. You know what I mean? Me disliking somebody ain't gonna make me make up no stories on your mama. Some stuff don't make no sense. All right, and what do that even mean? Did she have her drawers down and her leg cocked up in the air? Did she bend over and twerk on your dad? Like, what you accusing this old lady of? I just don't believe that. Right, Neeson? In the words of Santana, Cordell was over there being quiet on the creek. Be quiet on the creek. He was using that girl for a whole goddamn beard. Get up out of him. Hey, Toke. Yeah. Santana had me hollering. Listen. Cordell was definitely quiet on the creek. Deborah said, well, I'm from Pittsburgh. And we Steelers fans know all about Cordell. I was shocked when he turned up married to Porsha. Yes. Hey, nice to meet. Thank you for being 163. Cordell over there being quiet on the creek, using that girl for a beard. And y'all talking about got doggone using him. He paid for a beard and he married that girl. He was supposed to take care of her. Let me find out some of y'all married to these Negroes going 50-50. I might put, a matter of fact, I'll put the pictures of that girl daddy in Discord. I ain't gonna pick at that old man out here because I'm not picking at the old man. I'm just keeping it real. I got to keep it real. You're not finna convince me that no chick that bad was looking for your truck driver daddy. You just not finna convince me of that. Now he wanted to be tackled. He was definitely quiet on the creek, honey. He was quiet on the creek. One of y'all put the Discord link in there. When I get off live, I'm gonna drop every picture I got. But see, a lot of stuff I didn't even have to go looking for because the people in Twitter is dropping all the receipts. Dang, her fiance, she finna marry him. I'm sorry. Tamika say Angela is a confessional bully. She been calling Porsha a hoe in every confessional, but sitting in the bed with them in a spiritual moment. Angela just want to be in the room. Because when they was in the room, Tamika, if you notice, Angela ain't really had nothing to say. She just wanted to be there so she could supervise. Angela's a monitoring spirit. And y'all ain't gonna call her that because a lot of people like Angela. Y'all know I clocked Angela last year. Angela's a monitoring spirit. She got a nasty spirit. Angela's a monitoring spirit. Them, they up in there, Kelli crying because she, you know, as Phaedra said in that interview, rich broke. She says there's a lot of rich broke going on this season. Angela just be hanging around so she could supervise to make sure she know what's being said and who's saying what, and she approve of what people saying. She just want to monitor. She wasn't in the room because she sure didn't talk. If she was in the room, she didn't talk. I don't remember her being in the room. But she is a monitoring spirit, Eileen. She is. And when Angela be in a room, watch and see. Just watch the scenes going forward. Or go back and watch the old episodes, Eileen, and you'll get what I'm saying. People will be talking. It don't have nothing to do with her. She make faces. She hang in the back and watch. Drew will go insert herself in other people's conversations where she don't got darn belong. Angela don't do that. Angela sit back. Like the monitoring spirit she is, and watch. Come on in the room. That's what I'm saying. That's all Angela be doing. She watch. See who got a problem with who. And then she'll wait till later and try to instigate some stuff based on what she don't watch y'all do and how she watch y'all interact with each other. Angela is a pot stirrer and a mess starter. That's who she is. And then she get mad when somebody do the, you know, put the mess back at her, i.e. Charles. You can't say nothing about Charles. Look at the light, how the light coming through. Jesus. That scared me. Oh my Lord. Y'all sure y'all don't want me to move away from this sunlight? Hell, what happened? Good Lord. I don't like that. It was all right up until then, but I don't like that at all. It's like the sun got in the perfect spot to just jump dead in our face. Yeah, it's bright. I'm finna do something. Hold on. Because I like to be comfortable and whatnot, which I was very comfortable where I was, but I'm not comfortable with the sun like right in y'all face like that. I think that's a little rude. I think that's a bit rude. So we're just gonna go this way. How about that? Get the sunlight out our faces at least, right? All these huge windows. Okay. Here we go.
She's amazing.
Much better, right? Because I don't want to blind nobody. I think that's just mean. Yeah, I'm not saying Miss Diane ain't pretty now. Miss Diane is a beautiful old lady. That's a beautiful old lady. She really is. I'm not taking nothing from that lady. But when that lady was in her heyday, that was a bad chick. Tamika say, oh, okay, I'm going to watch the scenes going forward and clock Angela, Nitra, because I ain't think of that. Okay, perfect example. Right, that's more likely what it was. But listen, that scene that happened Sunday, the scene that happened Sunday when Porsha and Shamia going back and forth, they just are squawking. Quack, 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 right? Angela over there acting like she's so over it. Act like this is a shot glass. She over here like she can't even take her shot. She being dramatic, like, oh, they just getting on her nerves with all this bickering. That's all she does. She sit back and she record what's happening. And then try to use it against whoever had a situation later down the line. That is what Angela does because that is who Angela is. Plain and simple. She's a monitoring spirit. All that mess that went on last year with her going back to report stuff to Porsha, Shamia just made her job easy for her. She made it easy. Shamia said she knew Candy before Porsha. Why didn't she bring her in? Things that make you go, Hey, Kat, thank you for being 165. Say, sounds insecure like Shamia. Y'all remember when she said Phaedra made a pass at her husband? And she described her walking by him. And I guess poking her butt out or something is giving insecure. It definitely gives insecure. I had forgot she said that. I forgot she said that. Lord, Sierra Content say, what else can Angela give us? She afraid of Porsha and all of her takedowns have fallen flat. Well, I mean, last year y'all almost let her get away with the June bug because the minute she lied on Phaedra, I cannot count the number of content creators and social media users and show viewers who jumped on the bandwagon and went pulling out rusty nails to nail Phaedra to a cross with no evidence. And then when the evidence came out, it was not at all what Angela said. Because Angela will lie on you. She showed us that last year. So I feel like she need to be able to give something or get up off our screens. We already had Candy giving us nothing for years. Kenya Moore never gave a whole hell of a lot. Kenya's best role is the villain. But if she ain't got nobody to bicker at or be nasty to, she don't have much. Season before last, when she didn't have nobody to argue with, it was just whack as hell. She didn't know Candy like that before the show didn't. She probably knew of her, seeing her in passing. But she ain't know that lady like that either. Shamia child, I keep telling y'all, Shamia and Porsha is the same person. It's just that Porsha got more experience being a snake than Shamia. Shamia tried to use her natural snake abilities. Porsha got polished professional snake abilities. And she tried to out-snake a snake, and the black mamba coiled up in a corner, waited for Shamia to run in, and she bit her. Told her that your mama was hunching your uncle. But I'm just saying she just didn't execute it. She couldn't execute it. She couldn't get it done. Simple. And then where Drew concerned, everybody pointing out the fact that Shamia is being an intentional victim. Drew been being a victim since she got there. And everybody been falling for it. Yes, nice. They was trying to make that mess true when it came to Phaedra last year. And I'm just sitting there. I was one of the few voices from the beginning that said the story ain't adding up. And then shout out to young Alex, who took the TikTok and gave us the whole rundown with receipts. This is what it really is. Angela ain't been called out for being a liar yet. If no one's going to call out, she need to go. I agree. But the same people is saying she need to call Porsha out. And it's like, call her out for what? She said something to her last year for the whole comment talking about she better leave me alone before I sleep with her husband. right? She called her out for that because that was the only thing she said to Angela. What else they wanted to call out for? Just run up and start calling the hoes like Kelli for no reason? Because that don't make no sense. That's goofy. Because what that girl do with her coochie is her business. I'm not the genital police. I wish I would be around here clocking another woman cat. I wish I would. I don't really care what you do with your cat, as long as you don't bring it near my man. I don't want to share that much with you, honestly. So I don't understand what people is looking for. Talking about, oh, they not calling her out. Call her out for what? She ain't bothering nobody. Last season, Porsha gave us nothing, a goose egg, not a Nathaniel. This year, she playing around being playful and stuff, but she ain't really giving no action. Kelli came insulting her. She insulted Kelli back. Kelli called her a hoe. She called Kelli a hoe. And listed off details, whether people believe them or not. I personally believe it's something to that story, especially since it involves the same man that her and Kelli both went with. Kelli went with the man and Porsha don't went with the same man, and that was the person that was present when everything went down. And the man ain't imaginary because hating behind Claudia Clawfoot Jordan say she know the man. So no. What they gonna do? Call out for what? It's almost like people just want every season somebody to go run behind Porsha and scream ho ho ho. And I'm just like, what else? What else is happening? Because if you, by the looks of it, to me, all of them got friendly coochies. I ain't gonna say Angela because she seems to be all about Charles, and we ain't never heard about Cynthia. So if she ever did something, she kept it quiet. But all them girls seem to have friendly coochies around there. All of them. So I'm like, why do we need to run behind one person screaming ho all day? I'm so confused. Say Porsha was off the show for 3 years. Shamia could have been on then when Candy was still on. She didn't even bring Shamia on as a friend. She sure didn't. Oh, she sure didn't. Oh, she sure didn't. You better say it. You better say it. Yes. Sierra content, you know I got to call it like it is. Porsha got them polished snake abilities. She done honed her reptile skills. Shamia came in there as an amateur reptile, and the Black Mamba wrapped her up real quick. Had her running up out of there crying into the titties of a midget on a sprinter. Michelle Gray said Porsha and Shamia said Shamia something by her that was so awful. Porsha didn't want to repeat it when that was about the mama. She said that Porsha told Carlos King that in Scotland that she had said something so ugly that she was like, I'm not going to repeat it. And she said that just let her know that she need to just be done with her and let her have it. Like whatever she want to do, she got it. Just stay away from me. Y'all, they go to Discord link. Make sure you're in there because I might post some stuff in there that I won't say out here. Okay. Hey, D. Seratinas, thank you for being 167. Say rattlesnake, copperhead. Mm-hmm. I can't stand Drew Sadami either. But it was kind of pitiful this season. Y'all, they wouldn't even let Drew lie like she normally lie because they were so busy lying on her. Between K. Michelle and Shamia, they lied on Drew so bad Drew couldn't even tell her normal lies. That's all she could do. Drew was so busy trying to defend herself from lies. They done took Drew lies from her. Drew ain't told but one lie all season long. I almost felt bad for her. Nice to me say she said it. The season they said Porsha didn't go to the wedding. Elisa say, ooh, not a monitoring spirit. I hadn't even thought about that. That's what I'm telling you. That's what Angela is. Angela's a monitoring spirit. Mm-hmm. Your Aunt is waiting for me to check some fabric. Girl, I turned my behind the opposite way from them blinds. Them blinds was giving me a fit. A whole fit. Brian said, Lisa, you call people out for their actions. Many of these bloggers call Porsha and Phaedra out simply because they don't like them. Right. And to me, that's goofy. If you're doing something, then I can talk about what you're doing. If something comes up and you've shown me in your character and past actions, like the best I can do is say, well, she did do that before. I'm not just going to be running around here screaming, ho, 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 Merry Christmas at you every time I see your face. Like, I'm just not that bothered by you. Y'all look nice, but you ain't so pretty that I'm bothered. Okay, I ain't nobody's beauty queen. However, you ain't gonna never be so pretty that every time I see your face, I'm triggered and start screaming ho. You'll never trigger me. Ain't nothing about you gonna trigger me. Phaedra and Porsha understand that this is a show, like a game. That this show is like a game, right? Now Shamia's a garden snake. I think Shamia got a little venom. She got a little venom, but she just not as good at being. Okay, Jackie, it's on the phone or on the Discord. Where I'm checking? I don't know what I'm checking. Oh, where I'm checking, sis.
Of course, as you should. Please have a seat.
What are you doing?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Oh, you need another Discord link. Okay. Hold on. But yeah, she got a little venom. She do. She got a little venom. But she's not as polished. She's not as polished. Not Drew the bystander. She's not as polished. Porsha's had more experience on this platform and being on this platform with other women who also have a little bit of reptilian spirit. She's been able to hone her skills. And Shamia does not have the chops. She don't have the snake abilities like that. She trying to have them. It's not. I almost say it's admirable, but it's really not admirable to try to be no snake. But she tried. That's the best I can say. She absolutely tried. She did try. But you can't be mad that Porsha got more experience at being a snake than you. I just put the Discord link in the chat again, okay, y'all? Porsha just got more experience being a snake. That's all. That's all. Could you imagine being friends with someone who has been harboring resentment for you for years, unbeknownst to you? They wait until you get on this show to express the bitterness. That's true. Okay, let's talk about that. How is that even possible, right? This is where, let me get my gummy Skittles, because they helping me think today. I'm going to have to keep these around. They helping me think, okay? Because, let's talk about this. We say that Shamia was around her and had animosity unbeknownst to her, right? That's what everybody been saying. I don't think that's exactly accurate. I don't think so. I'm gonna tell you why. Can I tell y'all why? Because of what I just said earlier. She was talking about your back, talking behind your back. Anybody you was beefing with on this show, she's sitting with them, socializing with them. Like literally. Anybody that was beefing with Porsha, Shamia sat with them and socialized with them. You done talk behind her back with these people. You done showed text messages from this girl to other people. Porsha know about all of that. So we can't say it's unbeknownst to Porsha. Porsha knew that girl had a problem with her. She knew that. She knew that. She knew it. Dare I say, Porsha is so self-centered that even though she knew it, I don't think she took it serious. I don't think that she felt like it was anything Shamia could do to her. And I think that's why, and I think she kept her around because it was like, she saw that girl as irrelevant, in my opinion. Not saying she was looking down on her. Maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. But Porsha can't run that game by me either. Oh, I didn't know. It was unbeknownst to me. I never had any idea that she had a problem with me. You knew she had a problem with you. She had a problem with you before the wedding. That's why she was talking about you with Candy and them before the wedding. Before the wedding. You knew. Which is why when Phaedra made them comments about Shamia, you didn't even defend her. Because you knew that girl had a problem with you. You knew that.
Then how does Big Brother plan to save you from prison?
That's why I say Shamia and Porsha is the same people. Because if Porsha was real, she'd have been got away from Shamia. But when you a fake person, fake people don't bother you. Oops, did I say that? When you a fake person, fake people don't bother you. If she was real on any level, it would have been like, nah, ho, you got to get away from me. You got to give me some room. But Porsha didn't ever have a problem with it. She let that girl still be around. She was perfectly fine being frenemies because she felt like, oh, well, she got a little issue with me or whatever. It ain't all like what she said it is. But she can't do nothing to me. I was thinking Porsha left the show for 2 seasons, and that time her friend Candy and Monyetta was on, so why Shamia didn't come on in, but it's all Porsha's fault. And you right. VJ said, you think Porsha tears was fake when Angela told her Shamia was making her out to be? Yes. Yep. It was definitely fake tears because that wasn't. Do I think she knew that Shamia had already started talking to Angela and them about her? No, I don't think she knew that. But I think when it came up, it was like she already know what Shamia capable of. Them tears was definitely staged. Them tears was paid actors. Porsha fake is the $4 bill too now. Just because Shamia fake and phony and be lying, it don't mean that Porsha is on the side of the angels. Porsha know who Shamia is, and she was perfectly fine to keep her around. Right. They was frenemies. Now the part that I think is funny, they was frenemies with different agendas. Porsha was being frenemies with her because you might come in handy one day. This is just my opinion. Every now and then, you know the right people. Just like I know the right people. You might know somebody I need to know, or, you know, something might happen where we could benefit off each other or whatever. Right? Shamia wanted to still be frenemies. And her agenda was, I know for a fact you know people and can get into spaces I can't. And I want to get in deeper at Bravo, and you all the way in the bed with Bravo. That's the bag I want to get in. It ain't the Atlanta circles. You know what I'm saying? Porsha looking at her like, yeah, you know, somebody, you know, some of the Atlanta stuff, some of the local stuff that I want to get involved in. I might be able to use you for that, you know. But that's why when the door was closed, Porsha didn't care. It was like, whatever, I ain't losing much. Shamia is over there spazzing out. She ain't defending me, so I ain't gonna defend her. F her, and this is bull. If she want to talk, we could talk. Shamia shook up because see Porsha looking at her like I ain't losing much. Yeah, they birds of a feather. I told Dr. J, did I not tell y'all last year Shamia and Porsha's the same person? One just got better snake skills than the other one. That's all. Shamia thought she was going to come up in the Black Mamba's house and out snake her, and it didn't work. Tia said, it's funny how Kelli was trying to shade Porsha when it was Phaedra who said it. She just wanted to take Porsha to appease Shamia, and she dropped flat every time. I think the reunion was explosive. I believe it's going to be funny. I think it's going to be comedy. Shamia couldn't come on and be Center Peach while Candy was on. Well, looked like she couldn't come on and be Center Peach with Porsha there either. She tried. She sure tried. But see, that's what's funny to me. I sit back and watch the situation, and I watch the fan bases go at each other. Oh, my fave is the angel, and yours is the devil. My fave is the angel. Your fave is the devil. Meanwhile, both of them is the devil's little sister. But that's why Porsha don't care. She feel like she ain't losing much. In her mind, Shamia, you just local. I ain't saying that about the girl, but you know, that's what's being said. You just local. Just like Marlo said, Todd said about Candy. And I believe Marlo was telling the truth. I know people don't like Marlo, but oh well. I believe Todd said just that about Candy. That's why he disrespected that girl the way he did. And that's just the truth. So when it's like, okay, I'm gonna cut you off, she looking at it like, hey, it'll hurt you more than it hurt me. She don't feel like she losing nothing with Shamia. Porsha feel like she losing, you know, a big advantage by not being up under Porsha. That's the unfortunate part. I did say that, didn't I? Same people. BJ say, I've never been a fan of Porsha's, but I gotta admit, I was impressed with her growth and control of her emotions and temperance. Yep, growth and expansion. Ain't nothing wrong with growing a little bit. That's right. Respectfully. I agree with everything you just said. Y'all was running the street together. But Shamia sat on Carlos King and tried to act like, oh, I was in the house and not even. I was playing with baby dolls as a grown woman, and I'm pure as the driven snow. And Portia's the bad old Jezebel. Toke said, what's weird is that Porsha was the one that introduced her to everybody in her orbit today, except the players. I thought it would have been the other way around. Let Shamia tell it. In order for Shamia to have been Centerpeach, it would have had to be an entire reboot with all new cast. Any of them OGs in there, she wasn't gonna be Centerpeach. It would have had to been all new girls, and even then, I don't know, because Angela giving her a run for her money with her evil self. Danya said she thought they had made up, and she thought they had made up in Shamia, or you thought she had made up with Shamia. I don't know. I don't think her tears was fake. She was caught off guard when Angela told her. Well, I'm glad you don't think they was fake, sis, because I sure do. I believe it was fake as a $4 bill. Porsha ain't fooling me. Porsha got y'all foolish. Porsha ain't fooling. The black mamba cannot fool me. She know what Shamia capable of. That wasn't no new information for her. Yep, she came in. Remember, I just posted that screen record in there. Oh, I'm the nucleus of the group. I'm Atlanta's best friend. I'm the glue that hold the group together. Yep, two peas in a pod. Porsha just more likable. It be like that. It be like that. Yeah, Porsha was forced to grow up after Cardell. After Cardell, she was forced to grow up. Yeah, I don't always like Marlo, but I can, you know what I'm saying, I can ride with her when she right. Hey, Passion, I can ride with Marlo when she right. Some people just can't like her because she won't kiss their fave's tail, and you know that's still a Florida girl. St. Pete ain't finna kiss no tail. Thank you. Oh, you and DJ Richard Scott got a birthday. Well, happy birthday to y'all. We got our own birthday girl over here. Our good sis, Lulu's little girl. Say they know each other. Whole facts. That's true. And Shamia know it. But Shamia want to play innocent so that way if Porsha tell any of her whole facts, everybody say, oh, Porsha just lying on Shamia. You ain't that friendly with somebody that's loose as a goose, and you ain't equally as loose. You ain't tight with them like that. I got some whole friends, but we don't roll together. Them girls was rolling together. They was going on missions. When we play chess, he's happy whenever he wants. Somebody save me. VJ, I don't know, girl. I don't know. I ain't gonna put you in time out because you ain't the first person to say it. Yes, exactly. I feel like she crashing out because she was counting on Porsha to make something work for her, make something move for her, and it ain't gonna work now because Porsha won't deal with them. But Lord, you off the chain. You almost made me choke on my gummy Skittles. I think definitely. I believe it was after she had been on the show as a friend. Mm-hmm.
Then should we do nothing at all?
Yeah, I believe it's some truth to Porsha tweet. Because Porsha mad. She ain't sitting up just telling lies on you. She telling, at this point, I feel like Porsha is waiting to tell everything she knew. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what I told Peanut. I said, what worried me is when she mentioned Shamia supposed to be going with her manager. It made me a little nervous. I'll tell you why. Because if her husband ever had any thought about the manager and then Porsha come back and say something, I don't want that man to start thinking nothing. I don't want him to start thinking nothing because we don't want Shamia to mess up that good money. I mean, that marriage with that good money. You know, at all costs, I need her to hold on to that good marriage with that money. Because see, Kelli waiting in the wings. She waiting for Shamia to mess up. Or for Porsha and Shamia bickering to tear up that lady house where she could slide her tail in there. I ain't kidding either. I want Shamia to keep her house. But at the same time, where Porsha concerned, you don't call my mama a hoe, so I don't care nothing about tearing up your house. And I can't really fault her for that either, because if you call my mama a hoe, I'd have beat your tail. I'm just telling you, I'd have beat you. I wouldn't have just sprayed your mama and sprayed you. I'd have beat your tail. Everywhere you went, you'd have been getting jumped. I got a bunch of cousins. Everywhere Shamia went, she'd have been getting jumped and stomped. I promise you that. Looked like Porsha just started showing growth to me. She was still fighting after Cordell. Oh, you know, it take a while. Y'all think growth happened overnight? But she did have to do, she was forced to grow up after Cordell because he took everything when he left. Yeah, she too Florida. You know, that's why I laugh when people say, oh, I need to be on TV. Y'all don't want no Floridians on TV. When Floridians get on TV, y'all don't like them. So I think it's best that we stay off y'all TVs. We'll stick to, you know, internet. Y'all don't like Floridians on y'all TV. Because, see, we say what everybody else won't say. Y'all don't want us on TV. That's true. That's true. Shamia ran off and Porsha switched the subject to her. Oh, yeah. I don't blame her. You blame her? You done call that girl mama a hoe. Now she talking about you. You better get up from that table and go somewhere before she start talking about everything else. Lord BJ says she better not respond. Porsha done declared war. I don't suggest she respond either. I say don't argue with nobody that know your whole facts. I say you shouldn't have no whole facts, actually. Ain't that right, Peanut? I don't have no whole facts. Because, see, the Yin Yang twins, when they wrote their gospel song by my goddamn self all them years ago, said, whenever you do what you do, when you do what you do, nobody can tell on you if you are by yourself, right? Amen. The problem is people like Shamia and Porsha and them, they have whole crews. It'd be a whole crew, a whole clique, and they go on whole missions. So that means any hoe that was with you on the whole mission on Mad Day can tell your whole facts. That's the problem. So Shamia was smart not to respond after Porsha went to mentioning the manager and the preacher that she supposedly had extended the right hand of fellowship to. Because if y'all was going on missions together, hey, it's any man's game. Any man's game. That's all I'm gonna say. It could be anybody. We're gonna have to see what happened with the cease and desist, because Angela Oakley swear up and down that the cease and desist sheet, what y'all think it is, and you know, Angela mouth ain't no prayer book, because we caught her lying by Junebug last year. So I guess we gotta see. Child, and they never getting rid of Porsha. I know you want a lot of stuff. I want to win a lottery ticket too. Mm-hmm. And I would like to be a size 6 only on Saturdays while we putting in an order for what we want. But yeah, I'm gonna say this. Yes, they go on whole missions. You don't know, you didn't know hoes go on whole missions. You didn't know that? Yeah, they go on whole missions. They go on drills. Yeah. No, don't go naming no content creators in my chat. Don't do that. And then I want to give an honorable mention to Lil Riley, to Candace, baby. You know we love Lil Riley around here. I'm just gonna say before we go, y'all leave Riley alone. I don't care if she tell them little dingy clear people churning up there in New York that they post, because that's what she did when she told that girl, I know you can't get in on this toast because you can't afford a Birkin. It is what it is. And other girls like, well, I can't afford one, and look like Dame Dash little mixed daughter talking about I can't either. Oh well, y'all mad because that little Black American princess can't afford a Birkin. She can afford a few. And people in the comments bothering that baby, talking about oh, she ain't got no money, she got her mama money. That means she got money. Because when we make money as mothers, our money automatically belongs to our children. Like, are you dumb or are you slow? Are you dumb or are you slow? The money we make belongs to our children. They let us use some of it, but the money we make belongs to the children. It's real funny that nobody uses that rationale when it comes to non-Black children. But anytime it's a Black American kid, oh no, you ain't got no money, your mama got money, that means she got money. And I don't have a problem with it. The fact that they did that girl like they did her last year, kept pretending like she was being aggressive, even for speaking, even when she wasn't speaking, all of that was a problem. Now all of a sudden y'all mad because she told them little dingy, dirt daubing people that bathe once a month that they ain't got as much money as her. I don't have a problem with that. They don't. They ain't got much money as her. Now I don't want her drinking too much around them because they might put something in her drink, or they might bother her or do something to her or try to provoke her into something, try to get her arrested or something like that. Now I do want her to be safe around those little miscreants, them little, I ain't gonna call them what I want to call them. I'm gonna be nice. However, she don't owe them nothing. And on that note, we going to the hair store. Okay. On that note, y'all, I'm finna go to the hair store with Peanut. So that means I got to go. So y'all know what time it is. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, I need you to tap it on your way out. Make sure that you are in Discord. Notification bell, click all, so you'll know every single time we go live on this good channel to talk about these people and get all up in their business and all that good stuff. Okay. If you want to join channel membership, there's a join button beneath the video and a membership link in the description box. Also in the description box, we got the link for my book, Little Girl, Big World. It is a survival guide for girls leaving home for the first time so we can keep all of our babies safe. As always, if you can't afford a copy, holler at me in my inbox in Discord, and I absolutely will see to it that you get oh, girl, you already know. I am a foundational Black American sister, and we are not supporting the other. Okay? So, yeah, no, not just Black owned, Black American owned. Since you want to mention it, let's keep it all the way right. Not just Black owned, Black American owned, okay? But, yeah, so wish list in the box. The link to our merchandise store is in the box. And I'm about to be at the box, and I will be back as the gossip permits. Y'all have a lovely afternoon. Drive safe if you're on the road. Finish out your work day positively if you're still at work. And as always, remember, honey, God loves you. I love you. And there is nothing you can do about it. Talk to y'all again soon. Bye.